one of my members, I have a Vlad TV YouTube member section, and sometimes when I do interviews, I'll do a forum post and say, hey, what should I ask so-and-so? In this case, it was you. And one of my members, Colin Stevens, 9004, said, do you know anything about the Kodak Black and Pressa beef? Because I guess you touched on it at one point. And the rumor was that when Kodak got shot, Pressa was allegedly, or his crew was allegedly involved in it. I don't know if it's true, but I guess you touched on it, but you never really expanded on it. Well, and once again, Pressa, me and you were cool. You've done multiple interviews on my platform. I'm not saying you had anything to do with it, but this is the rumor that's going around, so I figured I'd bring it up.
So this has been resurfaced actually in the last couple of days. So I don't know how familiar you are with Top 5.
Yeah, he just beat a murder.
Yeah, so Top 5 just had his murder case dropped, right? So he's come back out. And he's been linking up with the top demons from that side of town. Like, he's always been linked up with Pressa. I don't know if you know about Pressa's brother, Boondock. He is a very infamous figure in the Toronto streets. And he's also a rapper. He's a dope rapper as well. Shout out to Boondock. Pressa's hard as well. I'm a big fan of his. Obviously, YG. They just did an interview with actually a British podcaster called Leah May. I was getting the name wrong. But that kind of came up again recently where they were talking about Pressa's brother was saying, trolling, I think, saying, if I was there, I would have killed Kodak. Now, the story I heard, or Reddit be telling me, is that essentially there was a situation over there, and this is all rumors and speculation. The rumors and speculation that I heard was that people from Kodak's crew were essentially trying to rob Pressa. Like, he's got a Wassa chain. Obviously, it's a tribute to one of his fallen friends. There was a rumor I heard that he was getting pressed for his chain by some people within that group. They were out, they were overseas, some kind of event. And there was like a scuffle over the chain and, shots were fired. Kodak got hit in the leg. A lot of people...
Wait, but didn't Kodak get shot in the leg in L.A.?
I think maybe this was in L.A. Yeah. Or was it in Miami? But it took place in the U.S.
Yeah, it was a Justin Bieber party.
Yeah, Justin Bieber party, yeah. So obviously this is going on. Shots get fired where allegedly people are trying to press Pressa for his chain. And, so we don't know where the shots came from. But obviously Pressa's brother Boondock's, in an interview recently talking about if I was there, I would have killed him. Now, he's a super troll. I don't know who did what, but that's the situation that I heard. Those guys have been kind of trolling it and claiming it and referencing it here and there. Now Top 5's back out. He's brought the whole thing back up again. But, what was really interesting about that case is, like, it kind of happened, and then it went super quiet for a bit. It sort of, like, was very quiet, and then all these rumors were floating around about, it's actually the Toronto guys that were involved in this situation. But as far as I'm aware, Kodak's never really spoken on it. I wonder whether it was really a case of, like, his crew getting into it with someone. They didn't know who they were messing with. They didn't know who they were dealing with. They probably didn't even know who was doing what, who was shooting. It was just chaos. But then, slowly this rumor has circulated that it was those guys from Toronto. But then again, this is just a rumor. Allegedly, perhaps Pressa and his brother and them guys have had nothing to do with it. But it's all resurfaced recently now that Top 5's out going crazy with it. And those guys were just saying they would have killed Kodak if it was them. But, who knows?